Hi guys, so for this lesson, we're going to talk about inputting integers and doubles. So similar to when we input a string, you'll notice we're going to use the word next so that our program reads in what we're entering or what the user is inputting. But for integers, just like doubles, we're going to actually change that and make next int for integers and next double for doubles. So we'll go ahead and practice this in Repellent. So I'm going to go to my practice page. And this is the old practice code that we used when we were scanning in or inputting user information for names and data that were strings. So let's go back here and I'm going to delete this. And let's just talk about inputting an integer. So let's just say we have to prompt our user here. And I might ask, please type in an integer. Okay, so this is prompting the user. Now we need to read in what they're going to type. And to do that, I need to declare my int. So I'm going to do int for int. Declare a variable. You can use the variable I. That's pretty simple. Equals. And now we're using our scanner variable, and I made mine my input. That, or period. And instead of next line, we're going to use next int, which is a capital INT, opening and closing parentheses and semicolon. This reads in user integer. And then let's go ahead and output just to make sure it reads it in and verifies. So system that out, that prints line. And thank you for typing in the following instance. Okay, and then I'm going to add that, and then don't forget your semicolon. Make sure I spell the word out, and I'm going to run this. Hopefully you don't have any errors. All right, let's run it again. I'm going to refresh my page here. Please type in an integer. I'm going to type in 7, hit enter. Thank you for typing the following integer 7. Perfect. So that would be using integers. Now, we can't use int for a double. So we're going to need to use the word double. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So let's go ahead and prompt our user to type in a double. Okay, so please type in a decimal. And remember, a double would be like a decimal, a decimal. Okay, so we're prompting the user for that. We are going to read it in. So instead of using int, we have to declare a double. I'm going to use D equals my input. And now we're going to do next double. Opening, closing parenthesis. This reads in the double and assigns it to the variable D. Okay. And now we're going to output it. So system out that print line. And I'm going to have some type of response here. is the decimal you inputted. And call upon that variable d, semicolon, and let's run. So please enter a decimal, 6.2579, and it outputs it in, or outputs it onto our screen. Perfect. Now, some helpful hints. If you are, which you will be in your next assignment, but if you are using decimals and integers, or you know your overall answer is going to be a double or decimal, you are going to want to make that final calculation a double. So for example, maybe you have, please enter, let's use an example here. Maybe we're going to divide something up. So please, let's prompt our user to do, please enter a number. Okay. And we're going to read it in. And maybe it's, we're just assuming it's going to be an integer. And I equals my input at next int. And then let's go ahead and prompt our user again, system out print. And maybe it's please enter a second number. And this is going to be another integer, so I might do I2 for my second int. Equals my input that next int. And then let's go ahead and maybe we're going to divide them. So let's go ahead and do a double. D equals I divided by I2. And then let's output that. So system that out at print line. Here is, oops, need some quotation marks. Here is, and then let's go ahead and show that as well. I, maybe divided by I2 equals, and it's going to be D. Okay, so let's run that. Oops. Of course I got an error. Here. All right, what am I not seeing here? That goes to that, that goes to that. Let me just output D, see if that works. All right, so that works. I'm gonna stop this and try it one more time. All right, so here is the results. Yeah. Okay, so enter a number. Maybe I have 3. Second number is 5. And the results are 0, 0. So we're going to need to actually change that. I think we are going to have to Oh, right now it's rounding. That's why. All right, so let me figure that one out. However, we could do multiplying. Nope, 3 divided by 5. Okay, so let's run this again. And I realized my problem. So if we do 3, 5, and you notice the results are 0.0. Problem is, when we have 2 ints and we want it to be a double, we need one of the values to be a double. So we would pick the bottom one to be the double. So here, I have my integer 2. I'm actually going to make that a double. We want, even though they will be inputted both as integers, one of them is going to be a double. So that way it allows for the answer to be a double. So let's change this. So my second integer that I input is going to be a double D. And then the answer is going to be a double. And I'm going to change that to answer. Run that. Oops, sorry. We changed that to a D. Run that. Enter number 3. Let me make this bigger. 5. And there we go. We can run it again. Maybe we have 6, 9. There we go. Now we get our double. Perfect. So that's using ints and doubles when we are inputting information in. So your assignment for today, Thursday, and parts of Friday will be to come on down here. You're going to do these practice programs, and you're going to find them in Repellent. So they're going to be divided into, I think there's 3 practice problems. They're going to be divided up. So you can find them in Repellent. When you're done, just make sure you submit them in Repellent, and then I will either find them in there, or you can put in Schoology done, and I'll look for all of them through that way. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.